Drew here. I took a break from the blade work, the main blade work, because I'm stuck. The pegs are in for part C. They go into part B pretty well, except I was telling you about the distal taper has to be thick at the base and pointy at the tip. So it's going down. Well, when you're shaving it down, you also have grooves on the inside, and when you have grooves on the inside and you shave down the other side, you get a hole. Yeah, so there's a there's a camera. There's a hole there, as you can see my ear through it. And I got to figure that out. It's not really that big of a deal. It's just sticking a little bit, and I gotta figure that out before I really proceed any further. So I decided to take a break from that, and I'm going to work on the handle after I work on the knife. So I have the knife. I cut this out a couple of days ago. I got the little knob. I got the curve for the handle part. This is where, and then the flat for where it leans up against the handle, which I can't get because it's on my phone here. Hold on a second. Oh, there it goes. I knew that was going to happen. So yeah, so that goes up against this. It's basically flat. And then the other side, of course, is rounded to hold on to. So I got the knob, I got the handle, not at the end, you'll see in the picture, the handle, the main bulk of the handle, the little roundy bit, which isn't that round, and I got to figure something out with that. My phone came unplugged. Give me a second, folks. The blade, which I started the distal, the taper down for the edge, and the tip. And then I realized the tip is supposed to go this way, not this way. So, wrong way. So this is useless. But that's fine. I actually found out that the blade's supposed to go over. It's not a line between these two. It goes up a bit. I found some more pictures, which I'll put up with this video on the RPF. So what I did was I started over. And the blade is now going. The tip's going this way, which it's supposed to, and then this line and this line aren't parallel. They're parallel, but not straight line across. And I'm not sure. I know you can see on here. There's dotted lines. This is either round or straight, and I'm not really sure which one it is. And on here is either a little bit of a curved blade, or a little bit of or it's a perfectly straight blade. And I can't tell what it is. So I just kept a lot of wood when I cut it out, and I'll trim it down as needed. The part here in the middle, the curvy bit, there's actually lines which you'll see on the pictures. And then this part here is actually going to go into this. Yeah, that something like that. This is actually not straight either. This is supposed to be curved. I'm going to just dig at it with a, I don't know what it's called, a flap disc? I'm going to dig at it with this thing. Well, not this one, because this one, I might have another one. I do have another one, but it's not handy. But the Dremel tool with the flap disc, I want to get another 80. I have 120 is my other one, and I don't think that's too fine for the slog work that I'm going to be doing. I got the nubble on the handle here. I haven't done the other side at all, so I have to mirror this on this side, and then I have to mirror this line on this side too. I did do some digging into the handle part. It still is going to go up against the thing here, but there's a switch at some point, and I'm thinking that that switch is going to be attached to thingies. What are they called? What are thingies called? Magnets. I'm thinking that this is going to be the switch. This is actually a greebly that I had from the lightsaber project. Oh, which I have to still do a video on. Crap. Oh well. I don't know where the magnets went to, but I have some magnets that I think I can cut down to this size. I'm not sure if I'm going to put magnets in the inside and the outside, but I think if I do, how do I explain it? There is a switch on the knife. I'll show you. You'll be able to see it on the pictures. If you flip the switch, I can probably make it so that the magnets go up. You know, if I have this on this side, right? Facing this way, yeah? If I do pull up on it, or pull down on it, I guess it doesn't matter. Lost it. The magnets on the inside can go up, and then the magnets on the metal or magnets on the handle won't be able to hold on, so you can be able to pull it off. Then release the switch, the magnets go down, lock everything into place. I think that's how I might do it. Most times it's not going to matter, because if you're swinging the sword around, you're going to be holding the handle and the handle of this. Because that's in the hand, that's not too thick. And of course I'm going to sand this down a bit to make it flush with this. This little knobbin here, there is a little knobbin in the pictures that goes over the handle. I found good pictures from where she's suiting up, and she puts the whole knife into the scabbard or sheath. I don't know what's the difference. And that's where I got actually the details for this, along with the one where this is on the ground, which has the best picture of the trigger. I'm not sure if this is going to be on the inside or the outside, by the way. It might be on the... I might just put it on the inside if it doesn't match up well enough, or I can't figure out how to put it well enough on the inside. But either way, so as I said about the blade either has a little bit of a curve, no curve at all, and I'm not sure which yet, and I don't want to cut off too much, because it's a lot more difficult to put on material than it is to take off material that you don't need. And then these extra lines, I know it's a little foggy, but there's a line here and there's a line here. And I'm not sure if it's a straight line parallel to this, or if the thing angles down a bit to go up against this. This is part B. You know, I'm not sure what the angle, what this is. It's not pointing out. It's either strictly parallel. This matches there, by the way. Or curving in a little bit. And I'm not sure which. And I'm not sure if this is curved, so I'm going to go and really look at it some more. But yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with the way this is going thus far. I just did the drawing of it 2 nights ago, and I did the cutting of it last night. I did some sanding. I did the smooth out the handle. You know, like this one. Like the wrong one. I wanted to smooth that out so it's grippable. But I'm pretty happy with that. I do have pictures that I'll probably put up as well about the details on the handle. because this is not a... This also has a taper to it. I'm going to have to figure that part out. It's thinner. It's got like a... It's thinner here than it is here. It's thinner at the tip of the handle than it is going into the blade part. The guard doesn't really have a guard, but you know what I mean, the middle part before the blade starts. Before it goes into this thing. Can I do it this way? It's thicker here than it is at the tip. Also, I don't know what the length of the handle is. Obviously, that's probably too long. It's not a foot and a bit before the blade starts. But I don't know what the actual length is, and it's really difficult to tell from the pictures. But I'll put the pictures up with the details here. Some of the pictures are when the blade's not attached to it, because in the fight before they all get arrested, there's the knife is thrown or something first. God, I don't remember what the scene was, but I know the blade was on the knife was on the ground, and then she was just attacking with the sword part. There's definitely a knob here for the what's that thing called? Pommel. There's definitely a little knob for a pommel here. I'm not sure how big, so something in this area will have a pommel. And then there's another, and then it starts thin and goes up to this size before going into the thing. So I'm going to have to figure out a way to shape that down. And since I don't have a lathe, I'm going to have to do it with a Dremel tool, and it's going to be really weird. Or I might just do it with regular old sandpaper. I'm not positive, but I would appreciate actually feedback on that. Would be helpful. That's the next steps. I'll put up some pictures along with this video when I put it up on RPF. Anyway, I'm going to sneeze. I'm just going to turn off the video before I sneeze. Thanks, guys. I'll put up some stuff, and I'll talk to you later.